Hi all, welcome back to my channel Learn to Code with Anjali, and today we are going to do lesson number 4 for our IP course for the session 21-22. So we have started with the first data structure in Pandas, that is series, and you have seen that how can you create a series using list and dictionary. Today we will be working on some of the attributes of series. Now whenever we talk about objects, be it series, data frames or anything else in programming, so an object is defined by a certain set of features and the operations which you perform on that, right? So one series is one object, and how we define its behavior is done by using its attributes, and then you will be doing certain functions which operate on those attributes. So in today's session we are going to do series attributes. There are 10 of them, and attributes explain the behavior of your series object. Now when I create a series, I have all these attributes which can be used with it. How do we use an attribute? We write the name of the series object dot name of the attribute. So it is assessed with the help of dot operator, and make sure that you don't put round brackets here. If you put round brackets, it will be wrong. So no round brackets are given after the attribute. So it is series object name dot attribute. I can do two things in this. Either I can only fetch. Some attributes are read only, you can only see the value but you can't change that, but few are which you can see also and you can change also, right? Like normally these all starting from here, these are all read only, so they just give you the value, you can't change it. But index and values we can read as well as we can write, but for the others you can only check the value, we can only read that what is the basic feature, right? Now how do we do this? Let's do it practically one by one, and then you'll see what is the purpose of all these attributes. The first one is index. As you know, when we create series, we have three things in the line. We can give the data, we can give the index. If we don't give the index, it is taken as 0, 1, 2, and the third thing is the data type, right? Now if I just want to fetch the index of a series, how can I do that? For example, you can see this code. I have made a series here, and that series has these data members, and I'm having the index as S1, S2, S3, S4, S5, right? Right now when I execute this program, I get the series printed like this. So this is my series getting printed like this. Index is there, values are there, and you have the data type. Got it? Now I don't want the whole thing, I just want the index, so I'll write S1 dot index. Now if I run, I will be getting only the index. So it is just showing me the values of the index and it is not showing me the data. If you want to see the data, you can write values, and now if you run, you will be getting only the values, no index, no data type, nothing. If you want to see only the data type, you can do that. You can write d type, and that will show you only the data type, right? In 64. This is how we can fetch. These were your first three attributes. I can modify data and index if I want. For example, I don't want the index to be S1, S2, S3, S4, S5. I want A, B, C, D. So yes, I can change it anytime. I can write index is equal to, and then as a list, you will specify the list of values. I want A, B, C, D, E. That's it. I've changed the index. Now if I execute, I will be getting the index out here, that's 90, 34, 67, 78, 87, and the index is A, B, C, D, E. So data is the same, but the index has changed because I've changed the index with the help of the index attribute. You cannot change the data type. If you try to do that, you will be getting an error in that case, right? So now what are the other attributes? What are the other attributes? Let's check them out. We have shape. Now shape is more useful when you use it with data frames, because a series is one dimensional. In one dimension you don't have shape as such. So but if you still use this S1 dot shape with it, I'm having 5 values, so it will show 5 comma. The answer is in the form of a tuple. So answer of shape is in the form of a tuple. As you can see, the answer is coming as 5 comma, because single element when you have in tuple, so it shows like number of rows. So shape is like number of rows comma, so it is a tuple representing the number of rows. So it simply represents the number of rows you have. Okay, n bytes. N bytes will tell you how many bytes it takes in the memory. So how many bytes it takes in the memory will be given with the help of n bytes. Ndim is the dimension. Dimension of a series is always 1. Dimension of a data frame is always 2. So series is a one-dimensional data structure. So if you write ndim and you execute this, you will see the dimension is 1. It will always be 1 irrespective of the number of values. Be your series having like 3 values only in it, or if your series has 20 values in it, doesn't matter, the dimension will always be 1, right? But n bytes will be different because n bytes is the memory that it takes. So n bytes is going to be 40. Why 40? I have 5 integers. The data type was int 64. 64 bits means 8 bytes. 8 into 5 is 40, right? So n bytes tells you the number of bytes. I had 5 int 64. 64 bits it is taking. 8 bits makes 1 byte, right? 8 bits makes 1 byte. So that means we have 8 bytes. So 5 into 8. 40 bytes are taken altogether. So that's why n bytes gives you 40. That is the total number of bytes taken by the series in the memory. Clear? Then I have size. Now when I want to use size, I will simply write size over here and I execute this and it will be showing me 5. So size is the number of elements you have in the series. So size gives me how many elements I have. I have 5 elements in the series, so it is 5. If I have 10 elements in the series, it will be 10. Item size is something which does not work practically in the latest versions. So as you can see, normally when I type something, it comes in the list, right? When I want to type shape, I write sh, shape is coming, size is coming, right? But if I want to type item size, you will see that there is no such option. It's not coming only. I'm not getting it. In theory it is there, but practically it won't work. But theoretically you have to know the meaning of this, and the meaning is the size required by a single element, which will be 8 in this example because it is int 64. That means a single item takes 8 bytes. So the size, item size should give you 8, but in the latest version of Python, this attribute does not work. It's been removed. So that's why you will get this error when you try to execute it. But it can be asked in your exams. So for theory purpose, we will be doing it because it is mentioned as the list of attributes. But practically, you won't be able to use it. Still, remember the meaning. So item size means memory required by single element. N bytes is the total memory required by the complete series. This is single item or single element of the series, right? Now, these two attributes which are left, that is has, nans and empty. Now, one thing more you have to remember, you have seen all these attributes, all the attributes are in small letters. There is no capital letter used in it. So you can get questions in the exam to confuse you where the options would be given and the letters would be in capitals. So capital would be wrong, putting a round bracket behind that will be wrong. It is all small. Now has, nans and empty are the ones which give true or false value. Nan is a special value in Python, that means not a number. So if your series has nan, not a number, it will give you true. But if your series does not have any nan, it will give you false, like our series does not have. So if I write has nans, right, this is going to print false because we don't have not a number values. So that's why it is printing false. If you have it, then it will give you true. Now similar way, empty. If your series is empty, it will give you true, but if the series is not empty, it will give you false. Like I create a series here now, s2 is equal to pd dot series, and I leave it blank. I give nothing, no value, and now I want to print s2 dot empty. So this is gonna print true. So when you run this, you will see that the first one is giving false, the second one is giving true, although we also have an error that you should not create a series like this. Fine, but still it is giving true because the series is empty. Or I could write like this so that you still get the error. But yeah, we are getting false, we are getting true, so it it is saying deprecation warning. So this is not an error. There is a difference between error and warning. So a warning says that you should not do it, but still the program continues. If it is an error, then it will terminate in between. It will not let you do anything. Excuse me. So that's how we can use different attributes of series in pandas, right? I hope you understood all these. Now what you're going to do is you are going to turn on your PC, or you can use the Pydroid app on your phone, and you are going to try all these. So you are going to create a series. That is the homework for today. So you are going to create a series. I'm not giving you any code to write. Just create a series and try using all these attributes of your own. That is your today's homework. And in the next class, we will be starting with functions on series. So there are different functions with the help of which you can find the sum, minimum, maximum, mean, head, tail. So a few list of functions we have. We will be doing that in the next session. Till then, you go through the attributes in detail thoroughly. In case of any doubts, feel free to write in the comments below. And this is my English channel. In the description, I have given the link of my Unacademy profile. I'm a plus educator on Unacademy for class 11th and 12th IPCS. I have both kind of classes over there, which are free as well as paid. So the Telegram link is also given in the description. Join that so that you can join me in my free classes, and if you like the interface, you can definitely attend me live over there in plus classes, right? And I have another channel with the name Anjali Luthra, that is in Hindi. So in case you want to go for some tutorials in Hindi, you can go and subscribe that channel as well. That is it for now. By the time I upload more, keep watching, keep learning. Thank you.